What's up, Grizzly Squad? So basically, I'm doing this as legal documentation because we had a resident meeting here at Desert Pines Townhomes in Las Vegas, Nevada on Pecos and Bonanza. So one of the things that was talked about was picking up animal poop when they bring their dogs out. They've gotten in a disgusting habit of leaving the poop everywhere. The place is a disaster. The area by the trash cans is a damn monstrosity. It's disgusting. People don't even want to get their shoes dirty because that's how bad it gets. So there's talk about power spraying it to keep it sanitary and clean. There was talk about the parents of these specific individuals allowing their kids to throw trash out past curfew because these kids have been deliberately leaving trash on the floor because they're too short to reach the dumpster. Okay. And it's disgusting, basically, to say the least. Here you go, it's good. Yeah, hi, Coach. Nice try. Here.
Hi.
Here. And my God, there's so much stuff going on. So on top of the dumpster, the cleaning of the street area, there's been talk about violence going on. There was a 3-year-old little girl who was murdered here in the front of the complex. While her mom was at work, her boyfriend murdered her daughter, and that SOB is now in prison, facing life in jail. And prison, whatever, same thing. And so that's one thing. And also there was talk about getting cooking classes for the little ones because there are a lot of young children who live here. So we thought it would be pretty cool to implement cooking. And another thing that was brought up, because I guess I was talking about cooking, being a wife of a chef, right? Anyways, so when brought up, one of the other renters who's been here for 11 plus years talked about bringing barbecues back to the park area. And I was like, laughing on the inside because she has a massive grill in her patio. She's in apartment 18 and massive freaking thing there, and she basically utilizes it when she feels like it. And these people here don't tell her absolutely nothing. They haven't called the health district. The people in the office allow it as well. And so my husband and I are pretty pissed off because when we first moved here a couple years ago, immediately they made us get rid of our barbecue. And there's various other renters as well who've had to throw out their stuff due to the inability of these people doing their job correctly. With that being said, so we got that. They're going to bring back, hopefully they bring back the security guards. That's another thing that I think they're just saying that they're going to do, that are not, realistically, they're not going to do it all. They're not going to bring back guards. And there's supposedly also talk about fixing the gate. That's something waiting to be seen, because the last time I went to go pick up my husband from the bus stop, it was exactly about 9:40 p.m. and we went, got him, came back home, and called it a day. And then another thing is they're talking about curfew for this complex for the kids. So if your kid is not in by 8 p.m. CPS, and the police will be called out to come and deal with your child, and they will take them to juvie. So you gotta be on your top of your toes all the time. But here's the deal, guys. Like, I've lived here for about 2.5 years, and in that 2.5 years, I have seen everything that goes on here. Like, my gosh. And basically, kids running on the bikes at all hours of the night. And then there's also talk about bounce houses, because the other time when they had one, it was from 12 p.m. until 1 a.m. and people were trying to sleep, and these people just didn't have any respect whatsoever. I should also mention that I'm aware of the woman that was doing it. She stays in apartment 18. And basically, it upsets me because our barbecue was close to $300, and this lady has a freaking massive, like stupidly massive grill to, like she said, carne asada, and she smirked because she knew that I knew what the flying hell was going on. But so that was that, and basically, we're gonna be dealing with the death of the 3-year-old little girl, as well as the shooting that just happened a week and a half ago in the back of our complex. Basically, it was a group of a bunch of adults and a bunch of teenagers. There was gunfire exchanged. I don't know how many total victims there were. Details haven't been released right now, but I am aware of what happened. It was all over the news, and it was so uncomfortable because I was watching it as it was going on via the media. And, and to top it, now the residents don't feel safe here. We really don't feel like we can sleep here. And to make matters worse, the maintenance team does not know what the hell they're actually doing. I have been telling them to fix my sink for what feels like close to upward 3 months. And just a week ago, my husband had to go buy a plunger and literally do it himself. One of the other things that I'm going to have to fix in my home myself, mind you, is our shower head. There's a hole in the freaking wall, and I think that's why we're having these other issues that we are having currently. So I'm going to go buy some caulking. I'm going to put it there. Pray to God that this freaking thing sticks to the shower, and we're as good as new. And hope for a miracle. Hope that it works. I tore apart my home the other day deliberately, and I cleaned it in and out like it's going out of style. So I hope that the cleanliness definitely makes a difference. So the dog poop, the guards. We haven't had guards since 11 years ago, and there's allegedly talk of bringing them back. Although I gotta be honest, I don't think they're gonna do nothing. I think it was just hearsay at this meeting, and as soon as the door is closed, they're gonna, okay, goodbye, and just like forget about it. Like, one thing that's absolutely pissing me off is that they say and claim they're gonna do something, and they never do shit. And so it's quite irritating. I told my husband that I'm fed up with this place, that we need to get out of here. So as a result of that, when my lease ends in March, I am gonna move. And that also means that I need to recertify my girls for homeschooling as well. But it will be all very worth it because we will have a peace of mind. We're not going to be, living. We're not going to be living afraid anymore. Like I was talking to one of the other residents there at the meeting today, and she said she found bullet casings where the kids play in the afternoon. Like, here's the thing that I have an issue with. The regular school kids who are not homeschooled get out at 3:15. And from that time forward, they are basically able to do whatever, however, whenever. And especially the 6, 7, and 8-year-olds, they are the worst. I don't know what it is about this place. I don't know why. But the parents either don't care enough or don't care at all, and send their kids outside on their bikes, on their scooters, to play at the park. And it literally has led to kids fighting each other, kids bullying each other. As I was told today, bullet casings found at the park. So I'm not even sure that even going to play there is even an option anymore. And a couple of days ago, I heard what sounded like a gunfire, but my husband and another person were quick to dismiss it and say it was fireworks, when both my daughter and the other person knew very well it was gunfire. You can very distinctively tell the difference between a firework and a gunshot. So, and other than that, guys, there was also talk about doing cooking classes for the kiddos and stuff like that. So I hope to see some around here. I'm not too thrilled with the stuff that's been going on. My next door neighbor is like the neighbor from hell, so to speak, because they're fighting all the time. And it's just never peaceful. And then also, the thing with picking up the trash, the spraying the floor for cleanliness and removal of any kind of trash or bacteria, and so on and so forth. But the lady from the office was saying to the residents today that basically if your kid is not with you by 7 p.m. in the nighttime. DHS, CPS will be out to pick up any kids, and the police will be informed so they can let the parents know as well. I was so upset by this that I didn't even know what to say. Anybody and everybody... No, Bella, don't be keeping on disturbing the baby. That's it. Go. And, I don't know, but it's just not a good thing to get them involved because they are sex trafficking children. There is actually evidence to prove that. They are being fought in federal court now, even though they are getting funded by the freaking federal government. It drives me insane. Everybody knows that they don't really save children, they endanger them. Because once they go with CPS, what they do is they put them in the foster system, and basically there's a lot of pedophiles, drug dealers within the foster care system in itself. And so, like, I'm not sure you guys heard about the case of the 18-month-old little girl who was basically cooked to death. Because she wouldn't stop crying because she was sick. So what this foster mom did is that she put the little girl in the stove and burned her to death. And I don't know about you, but when you hear about CPS's involvement in a case like that, it's quite upsetting. So with that being said, y'all, I gotta let you guys go because I gotta watch out for my husband. And thank you, Grizzly Squad, for being not just a part of my journey and my life, basically, but for just being who you guys are as your own individual selves. I appreciate you guys. And like I said at the beginning of this vlog, this is for legal documentation for what happened at today's meeting, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate all of you. Bye-bye.